So parents at home had no support, and parents had, when they become adults, there was no choices. So they had to choose between the impossible and the unthinkable. So we were fighting to get new legislation, and we got it. And in this pressure, the principle of normalization. Those were the pressures that led me to find gradually trying to understand what the whole situation was about, and to express it. Yeah. So at this time, we said, we were complaining, we said it was normal to live at home for a child. They wanted more home support so children could live at home. It was normal to go to school, we said. So it was important to have education for all children. It was normal to have a room of your own in our society. It was normal to move away from home when you become an adult. And that therefore there should be services in the community allowing families to have the normal development of the family patterns. That you were able to move away from home, but still live in the community. To live as any normal citizen, in the normal way that other citizens are doing. Because it is normal to have a job, to have something meaningful to do. And this way we started to use normal. I found in the Danish law, I found the expression that the aim of the law was to create conditions as close to normal as possible on the handicap. And I used that as a hang-up, and I used it as a challenge, and also to myself. And I started to use it when I was out talking to parents and lecturing. I did a comparison between a day, a normal day in any normal family, and then a day in the family where the child was severely handicapped. Or I did a weekend. It was a normal weekend for a family, and with the family, or a vacation, etc. So I used this as a rhetoric play. But gradually, as I was doing it, I started to yes, there was some kind of context in the whole. I was coming closer to a kind of a point of view on things. It was very hard to really explain, because people are talking within the framework of the role play within their specific legislative systems. And when you when you say this is an they say that can't be possible. Yeah, because then you want to talk about the matter. Oh, we are talking about, you see, because of the different cultural context, it was very hard to find a common language. It was also hard because there were no clear opinions about anything. The psychologists, there were very few, and they have very different points of view on this. The teachers had also very different points of view about who were educable, who were not, whether it was meaningful to do something that was also quite trainable or not. And the social workers were very few, and some think the full parents should have an institution to be their answer. And parents were good, agree, on what would be best for my child and for your child. And nobody listened to the mental handicap. That was a very silent language. So then, when we did that internationally, we also found it was necessary to find ways of expressing things so that things could be understood, so we could relate to each other when we talked about things to do. And that was how it started to dawn on me using the word normal, and I started to call it a principle. And I did that around 64, 65, I